are struggling at that very moment, right?
How about themselves, right? Because they're, like roles about themselves, like I don't know how to do the BD, and then you have to hire people. But, you're the CEO, so I think the main difficulty is about themselves. So
About sales?
A CEO about themselves, right? So like how can they grow as a proper leader for their team, for their company?
Yeah, that's also, again, it talks about what is the challenge you're facing, right? Even for yourself as a CEO, it constantly evolves, right? Because every month, what's required for the service. At the beginning, you need to be a really big hustler, right? You need to work, move fast, but then I've seen teams where when they get to 4, when they get to 10, when they get to 50, when they get to 100, the skills of the leader is totally different, right? At one point, it's like, no, if you're not the person that's constantly selling. You're the person who's creating the culture, who's creating, making sure everyone is utilized. And some people, some of the CEOs have worked like 5 stars. Victor Ho, my friend, he raised $100 million for his company, 5 stars. But throughout his journey, he says his job is to make himself redundant. Right? So it says, I want to create an environment where if I disappear for 3 months, nothing bad happens. Right? The company actually gets better. And only when I'm redundant, that means I can start improving the other things that no one's looking at. Right? Because if you're always stuck in the day-to-day, then you can never improve, take the company to the next level. You're just trying to make sure everything is working properly. So that the phrase some people use is work on the business, not in the business. But at the beginning, you can't do that. At the beginning, it's all about, actually, at the very beginning, the skill of a leader is to basically sell a dream, right? You're a salesperson, you're selling a dream. It doesn't matter who it was to your investors, you're selling the dream. To your first co-founders, to your first employee, you're selling the dream. Usually, either you need the money, you raise the money, or you're telling them, hey, we don't have a lot of money coming with my equity, or hey, come in because we have a better lifestyle, or fulfill this vision. A lot of people join a startup at only 20% of their usual market rate salary, and so at the beginning, it's really how you can sell your dream. That's the most important skill. That's why some people who are good at this one skill raise a lot of money at the beginning. They suddenly have a big offer, and they're not good at anything else, right? But once you know how to sell your dream, then it's really about recruiting people, or it's about how do you bring the best talent on board and utilizing their talents, but then throughout them, it's the hustling, executing, because you are, depending on how big your team, you are, 50% of your company, you're 20% of your company. If you are a little bit lazy, then 50% of the company is being lazy, right? And that's how small startups be huge companies, right? A huge company has 2,000 people working in a very mediocre way. They just do their bare minimum. There's so much bureaucracy. And if a small startup with 4 people, if they perform the same way, then obviously the sheer numbers they will lose. But if they all work 4x better than all this group, then the organization as a whole can be stronger, can be more creative, can be more innovative, can be more nimble. And I don't think there's a magic way of, hey, do this and your startup accelerates, but I think it's just really, do you have the right skills to tackle the problem you're facing right now? And then if you don't, do you have the skills to bring on someone that does? I think that's just always the same thing for a startup. I'm pretty for all of you, your challenge today is different from your challenge 3 months ago, because it evolves so quickly, right? Sometimes your business models feel different now.
But how do you take your startup to the next level? Like people get confused, right? So, the problem they have, am I doing the right decision? And then, can I, there's a lot of question, and then,
Yeah, so again, it's the hard part to answer is just depends on what that next level is, because every next level is different. But I think for majority of the startups, I think they fail because they fail at getting product market fit, and they fail at getting enough traction. So I think early entrepreneurs, especially the first time entrepreneurs, they make a mistake. They spend a lot of time trying to make their business look legitimate, Like, oh, look, we have this business card now, we have this cool logo, we have this website, and now you can walk around and say, hey, I have my own business. But you're not really doing enough things to make your business valuable. And sometimes you can build a great product, right? The product technology is great, it's awesome, it's amazing, but somehow people just aren't buying it, right? And you've seen in many cases, the best product in the market isn't winning. It's the product that sells the best. And that deals with human motivation, right? Behavior, so the 8 core drives, what motivates people. It's what we call human-focused design, as opposed to function-focused design. So most systems are function-focused. It assumes that people in the system will take the desired behavior, like buy your product, or use it every day, or scan their skins. And then you optimize for efficiency, for usability, for technology. Whereas human-focused design remembers that people have feelings, have motivations, have insecurities, have reasons why they do or do not want to do something, right? And they want to go to the gym every day, but they only go one time a year. Why is that, right?